Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 25 on the Backcountry Map by RGC Modding, the Realistic Gaming Crew. We are on episode number 25. 25 is getting ready to be done and dusted. We're gonna do some work first, but you guys know how it always works. I gotta get you guys up in the air to see what I've accomplished while you guys were gone, and let's go. It's like Superman. We're gonna come up here. I have created now 3 new fields, well, 2 new fields. This one was done last time you guys were here. 4.4 acres, 4.4 acres, and 4.3 acres. We're going to come up here first and take some soil samples of our new fields. As you can see on the map, we get out here. We now have, I'm not going to label these because I went through and I relabeled them all. I traced them all again, relabeled them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one here will be field 8. Because it's skinny, we're going to go the whole length. So this will be field 8, then 9, and then 10. We are literally at the border. I'll show you where we're at. Hopefully you guys can see it. We have made a line. This is our border line. So we only got this many trees left, and then we will have another field. We're going to make that last one a pretty decent size one. Whatever's left, that'll be the field. And then this little skinny one here will be the next piece of property over. We're going to go the whole length and create, because this is the borderline right here for the next property. So that'll be kind of cool. We may or may not terraform this in so that we can make it a field, but I might just go with it the way it is. But without further ado, let's get to work. So I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. I had to do a little bit of terraforming here on the end because it was quite, as you can see, I'll get down a little bit farther. Okay. It is quite sloped here, so I have to do quite a bit of terraform. We are now we have switched once again to the Trek 600, but instead of just cutting down the trees, because you guys know, anybody who's watched my videos knows that the Trek 600 does not count trees. It just gets rid of them and collects the wood chips, but it doesn't give you a count. So what I'm doing is I went through and I edited a chainsaw, one of the in-game chainsaws to be exact, right here, and we are now with the McCullough. That has been edited by me to go super fast. And I'll give you an idea real quick. Well, first of all, let's get this here, and I'll show you. I cleared 600 trees on the last episode since I last saw you guys. And we are now at 89.20 hours. I want to give a huge shout out to MT Pockets, who is doing a wonderful series on the UK map, and I'm looking forward to, well, he's got 3 or 4 series going, but I'm looking forward to possibly starting that map maybe down the road where we get another thing. But let's get out of the air, and then we'll go grab the soil samples and we'll get ourselves good. I just want to show you guys this chainsaw. There we go. This is my chainsaw. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the still. I'm sorry. I did the still. It's not the McCullough. It is, because it's the orange one. I forgot. I did this one, the still, the first one. Steel, as they call it. But I'll show you. First of all, watch how far away I can reach now with this tree. Bang. Look how far that is away. Now, ready? Done. See that? Now you can cut trees. It went from a 5-second cut time to a 1-second cut time. You guys can see now how fast. And then I go through with this thing, and I'll show you what I do now. I turn it on, and then I do it literally, so you guys don't have to watch me do it. This is how I do. I can cut 100 trees in like lickety-split now. And I literally drive up to the tree like this, and it deletes it. Bing, bing. Then I get rid of the stumps. This thing will also do stumps, which is kind of cool. Just like that. And we'll get right up to it. Shebang. And shebang. That's why I have to plow on the back, because when I clear another section, what I do is, see how it's done? Shut her down, and then I turn the plow like this, and I start making my next field. So we're becoming very efficient with creating fields. A couple of these are probably going to be grass fields. I don't know, because we have the 7 fields that we need to get through the rotation of sugar cane. So we're going to tab over to our Fent. Grab that. We're going to grab our soil sample, which sits against our silo. Take a couple soil samples, and so those fields will be ready to go. All I have to do is relabel them when I'm ready. Then we'll come back and we'll start harvesting our next field. Whoops. Now, the only disadvantage to, I'm going to fold that. The only disadvantage to create your own map like this is there's no, you can't purchase soil samples because you're creating fields. As you guys can see, this is the field that we left off last time. It has now been planted, and it is in growth stage number 2 of sugarcane. And let's see the difference between that one. Let's get our speed just a little bit faster. We don't need to go 9, but 3 is good enough. So we can kind of sprint down here quick. This is now the next growth stage. So you can kind of see it's kind of getting bigger a little bit. Takes 8 months to do. And as you can see, we up in the right-hand corner, we are on November, year 2. We've only got 2 more months, and we will literally be into year number 3. And then, so once we get these soil samples done, we're going to grab our harvester. This is one of our smallest fields, so I should be able to harvest it pretty quick, get it limed, and get it started seeded at least. But as you can see, I've got quite the little road network going on here. And it drops off right here quite a bit, but I've terraformed it so we can drive over it pretty decent. You can see where I've left off. Now the trees up here that I have not cut yet are another piece of property. You know, I made that promise to you guys that we would continue to clear the property that we bought first, then we'll buy this one and clear the trees on that one. Whoops, let's go here. I'll give you guys a quick drive around, but before we do that, let's get our soil samples, get our map up, which is green. This is the XXL version, so I don't have to go very far with it. B. There's one. And then we'll submit them. And then they'll be ready to go. And we can actually, once we get the next field done, what I'll do is I'll get these limed and ready to go. Go right here. See how this XXL covers the whole map. So there we go. Now we will fold this back up. Send our soil samples, and where I am on the map I'll show you. We're right down here. I'll give you a nice road view of what we've got left for this piece of property to clear. I'll leave the big map up so you guys can see. What I do is I go through with the Trex, and it tells you that you're not allowed to cut it, because unfortunately I can't use the chainsaw for that, because I have cut anywhere on. So we're going to come down through here, and then we're going to work our way this way. See how I've cleared it nice and clear? 600 trees, guys, since last day. So I really got motivated. I've been super busy, but I played literally from the moment I got home until. So anybody who was streaming that I did not get a chance to say hi to, I apologize for that. I watched a few videos today. See, I just still got to make the road down here. We haven't done that yet, but we're ready to go. We're starting. You can see, watch this. When I jump off this end here, you'll see how far it drops. Boom. This really drops quite a bit. I lowered it about 2.5 feet. And then we'll come down here to our main road, which is this one right here. You can see how I kind of followed the terrain a little bit with the fence. Nope, I need to go one more. Oh, well. But I'm excited. I'm still having a blast on this. Now, what I may do is, we're getting to the point where I've noticed that we don't want to hit any boredom. So what I may start doing, I'm still going to get to 50 episodes. That's my goal in 3 years. And I want to get every tree cleared off this map. But now that we're managing, I went from, with my Brooks and my Trex, before I was still getting 500 trees. But I was struggling to get those 500 trees in a day. Now I get, with the super duper fast chainsaw, cutting in a second. I cut 100 trees down in 100 seconds. So literally, then you just drive over the whole pile with your Trex, and it's like bing, 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 and picks them up so fast. And I did 600 trees literally in 600 seconds, which is what, about 10 minutes? Half an hour. I don't know how much 600 seconds is. Don't quote me on that. So this goes here. Now the soil samples are done for that thing there. We also have added a forage wagon because we have to buy it yet, which we're not going to yet. So we don't need it yet, but I need it for the sugar cane. Put this away here, and then we're going to go get ready to get harvesting. Here we go. Bang. I love these sheds. I really love this red barn pack. I really, really, really do. So it's one of my favorite all-time mods because it kind of gives you an Americana feel, but on the same token gives you the ability to have lots and lots of stuff. So are you guys getting excited? Coming soon near a theater near you is the Realistic Series. I still haven't picked a map on that yet, but we will. We'll get there. So remember, I'm dumping the soybeans or the sunflowers in the into the silo. There. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I lose my train of thought, and that's why I find myself saying a lot of times because I don't, remember what I'm saying. Sorry. Yeah, we'll get this done here, and then we should be able to get it done within this episode, and then we'll lime it, and we'll start seeding it with the same thing. We're going to have every field as sugarcane. I've got a nice, let me hit my cruise control here. I've got a nice forage wagon or forage harvester set up that does sugarcane, but it holds stuff. So basically what we're going to be doing is driving it around and harvesting. Absolutely not realistic at all. All forage wagons, they just transfer product from the ground to the wagon sitting behind them, whether they hook to it or whether the guy drives next to him in a tractor. But because we're on this map and we have a little more freedom on this map, it's going to be nice to be able to do things like that. We'll be able to harvest the sugar cane, and I think it holds 5 million liters. It's some ridiculous edited thing that I found on the internet. And I do believe it's probably made by Taz or Kaz64, not Taz, Kaz64. And it's just a ridiculous piece of equipment, but hey, we're not gonna go 50 miles an hour while doing it. We'll go to whatever it gives us, and if it's a little faster, it's a little faster. But so what do you guys got going on? There's a few of you I'm getting concerned about. I haven't heard from in a while, but I'm pretty sure you're just busy. I'm not gonna name names in case there's something serious that's going on. I'm hoping it's just the fact that you guys are busy. But there was a couple of people that used to comment on all my videos, and they stopped. And, I'm just concerned that I haven't not... The only thing I don't like is this Colossus Harvester. Look how high that header sits, and you cannot adjust it. So I just missed half of that. But I'm just getting concerned because I've not heard from them or seen them in, it's been a hot minute, if you know what I mean. So just want to make sure everything is good. I will reach out to them on my own off camera and find out if everything's okay. A couple of people recently have gotten a hold of me and said, hey, I've just, I've had health issues or I've had this issues, and that's where I've been. So, but look, guys, we're back to the color on our trees. This is our second fall. And it's pretty neat how the trees that I put down, I placed them all, they still change color. That's out of the tree pack off the in-game mod hub. I downloaded it, and it gives you like a bunch of, probably hundreds of trees. I've never gone through them all. I've placed bushes. As you can see, all of them that I've placed are changing colors. It's pretty cool. They did a good job. I very rarely have issues with mods, and when I do have issues with mods, they disappear so fast out of my mod folder, because if it's not a mod that I typically use, I probably won't edit it, or I probably won't fix it, because it's just something that, like we were talking about last night or yesterday's episode, that I have like 450 mods that I'm using actively on this series. I can't get rid of them because they're buildings and things that I've placed, trees that I've placed. But usually what I'll do is I'll edit the mod. Like I was big into, like, when I was modding in the beginning, and I would just edit a mod to my liking, speed and all that stuff, capacities, all that stuff. But now I've gotten, as I get older, and we're getting more and more into the depths of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Different episodes. Like, we're getting farther and farther and farther into it. I'm getting less willing to change a mod. I used to, like, get frustrated and pick out all the issues with maps and all the issues with things. I'm not doing that as much anymore as I used to do it. I really like the Mars map that the boys are on for multiplayer. There's some issues with it that I have a problem with, and but I'm going to keep those to myself. You know, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But we, you know, this channel, we don't dwell on stuff, and we don't worry about stuff, and we're not going to bring up bad stuff about a map. We're just not going to. So it's not my place. But this is the Lizard Colossus Harvester. She's a little bit unrealistic, but, you know, I could have made this header go like 12 miles an hour, but I dropped it down to 6 just because it's already a ginormous header. 9 meters is like 30 feet wide. It's huge. Huge. Put it this way, it wouldn't even go through a gate. So, you know, we're able to harvest a 4-acre field really quickly. But look at the background on this map. Just pretty, like, epic. It looks like you're really into a valley and you're part of it. Like, when you look at the distance, it just looks like mountains. It's pretty cool. Like I said, we're 89 hours, almost 90 hours. So 5 hours we went ahead yesterday because we were at 85. Just shy of 90 hours on this, and like I said yesterday, I haven't had a single problem with it. Every tree's cut down, every bit of terraforming has allowed me to do. Terrafarming has worked as well. It's just been nice. It's nice to get a gotta go one more headwind. It's nice to be able to have a map that there isn't issues on. You guys know many of a map I've gotten onto, and there's issues. And you guys know my rules that when there's issues, it's gone. It's gone. Now, I have heard you guys had voted for the ultra realistic series. I did see that Buckland Farm did an update on their map. And I tried to play it, but what happened is when I first did it, I still had all the old stuff on it, and those 2 episodes that I put out were not very, like, it was kind of glitchy, if you know what I mean. So we might do that map for a series. Many of you guys have liked that. I mean, the views on it took off, so many of you love that map. And I may do it. That's a medium-sized map, but I have to keep sending disclaimers because I'm recording this on Tuesday night for Wednesday. And generally speaking, I record the night before, and then I get up in the morning after milking at like 6:30 when I'm done milking the cows. Then I put it on YouTube, let it go, and then I go back out and we finish cleaning up. We finish doing what we need to do. I come back, and usually by 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's ready to go on YouTube, and all I have to do is put in my ranking and all that stuff, because now what YouTube does is they make you rank your videos according, not rank, but you have to answer a bunch of questions, whether it has strong language in it, whether it has, you know, all this stuff in it that is not appropriate for certain age limits, and my videos are appropriate for all age limits. So I have to go through and make sure that I answer all those, and I'm adhering to it, because when I made the channel, I made it that way on purpose. Oops, we're going to take this a little bit wider. This I don't like the yield of sunflowers. This is why I never do them. Because I mean, we're halfway through a 4-acre field, and I've only got, you know, 14,000. Normally with wheat, I'd have like 30,000. Now, granted, they sell for a lot more, but we took 29,000 off the other field, so we're going to see. We're going to be pretty close. That one's a little bit bigger than this one. Then tomorrow we will be harvesting the little baby 3-acre field right over there, so that's even smaller. Then we'll do this 7-acre field next to me. On, let's see, today's episode is Wednesday. Thursday will be the 4-acre. Friday. So next week we will then harvest the 10-acre cornfield. And then when they're all planted, then the next month after that, we will plant our first field up there in sugarcane. And we'll get the next one, and we'll make sure every month gets another one planted. By then, we should be able to start harvesting it, and I'll get a nice sugar mill in here so that we can create sugar. But as you can see up in the right-hand corner, and how many times, guys, in 25 episodes have I bought new equipment? Have I purchased more land? And we're still sitting at almost 1.5 million. So the wood chips themselves, and this is not like Rainy Woods or a Carl map. The wood chips are cheap on this one. You only make like $100 per 1,000. So we're getting a lot of money because I'm selling, like, the Trex holds 2 million and the Brux holds 3 million. So if I had that onto a trailer, you should have seen it when I had the Roadrunner in here, and I was the Roadrunner truck, and I was messing around with it, and it held 2 million liters in the trailer that I had attached to underneath it, plus my 3 million. It was holding 5 million wood chips. I could have collected 500 trees. Well, I could have collected probably about 800 trees, because it takes me 289 trees to get 3 million liters. So just shy of 300 trees, and then it's about 1.5 after that. So for 500 trees we would have gotten that. But you guys can tell, you can see I sold, what was it, today? Well, yesterday. For you guys it's yesterday. For me it was today. I sold 3 million liters of wood chips, and I made almost $700,000 from it. So yeah, we're doing well. And whenever I'm on these logging maps, I never worry about money. If I do a logging map again, though, I am going to challenge myself to just use the harvester. But I want to get on a map that doesn't have the massive trees. I want to get on a logging map for that. I think I might do the one that Empty Pockets sent me, the UK forestry map. It's got thousands and thousands of trees on it, but they're all the same size. It's like set up like plantation map. If you guys remember from the in-game mod hub, any of you who've looked at that map, it's about the same style, except the trees are made by Carl, the one that did Oceanside Forest. So they got they're not all crooked, weird trees. But this map has got Yukon Valley trees on it, which is absolutely epic. But the 35, 36 meter trees that are on this are absolutely a pain to deal with. It tends to stick in the ground, and then it tends to flip your harvester over because they're just big. They're just massive. So this is why but I have, like I told you guys last night, I have cut trees down in every possible way. As you can see, I'm using a chainsaw now. When we started this thing back in the beginning, I was using a harvester. I did the harvester for about 12 episodes, and then we switched to the Brux, and I did the Brux for quite a few episodes, and now I'm on the Trex with the chainsaw. So I've cut trees down multiple different ways, which is kind of cool. Does it resemble realistic logging? No. But it is logging nonetheless. But I want to challenge myself, if I ever do another logging map, I want to challenge myself to cut them all down with a harvester. And I think this will be the last 4X logging map that I'll do. I think from now on going forward, I'm just going to do logging maps that are 2X. Because, granted, in 25 episodes, we've cleared 5,000 trees. But if I, had a 2X map, I'd be a quarter, if not half. I'm not even a quarter of the way on the trees. Yeah. So we literally got just about the same yield. That other field was 29,000, and this is going to be 21 maybe. When we're done, maybe. Nope, just 28. There we go. So we're going to shut the harvester off. We're going to fold that. We're going to take it over and dump it in the silo. Then we're going to bring our lime over here. We got about 6 minutes left, so we might be able to get it limed and about half seeded, which is pretty dope. Now we've put 49,000 in here, probably close to 50,000 liters of sunflower. So one of these days we're going to have to sell the 50,000 liters of corn and 50,000 liters of soybeans, or sunflowers, I'm sorry. Get this in here. Go. Cheating way to do it. Not realistic at all, but it works for this map. I'm excited, and now we will go lime that field, and then we can, our seeder's already full and ready to go, so hopefully we can get most of it done. Grab, I still got the speed on, I gotta be careful. And spin around so you guys can see what's going on here. But if I can cut right around 500 to 600 trees every day, okay, before we get to January and start year 3, I'll have another 1,000 trees gone. I'm hoping anyways. All right, I just went the wrong way, so we're going to do pull a Yui. There we go. And we'll just get this at 24 meters won't take long. Might have enough time to get this field. We'll get way out here. Because this is only a 4-acre field, so it won't take that long, even to seed it. So, but now you guys know why I'm able to just buy my seed and stuff, because we're making so much money that it's, you know. And if I wouldn't have, I figured it out the other day. I was playing around, and I usually turn the radio on and, you know, put in some country music and just kind of jam out a little bit. And I was sitting here kind of thinking about figures, and with the amount of money that I've spent on different buildings, different productions that we've had, all the money that I've spent on building the island when we had it, when I was building the sawmill factories, under the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've spent, I would have had about $7 million right now if I would have just kept doing what I'm doing. So this is barely using this, so we'll go right here, and then two more passes, and then we will be literally starting seed about the same time. Now the little baby 3-acre field. Now what I'm going to start doing also is not necessarily, I spent 6 minutes doing the flyover. I know that you guys like the flyovers, but I think next episode, which is going to be tonight when I record it, I don't think I'm going to do a flyover. Let's just start harvesting and see if we can get the entire field harvested and ready to go, so that I'll just cut trees off camera. Here we go. I got about 2 minutes left, and I'll be able to get the. But see, now that this is why I love precision, because now we're 2 cycles into this. We've harvested corn off of it, and now we're putting. We've harvested sunflowers. I'm sorry. We had one harvest right there of canola, I think it was. I can't remember what we harvested first. But it's our second. We're using less and less lime, less and less fertilizer, things like that. So right here. And then we're going to be ready to go right off the bat. Love it. Love the field sizes. Love the way that we've accomplished. Oh my gosh, we've accomplished so much stuff on this map. It's been absolutely epic. I'm glad that you guys are sticking with me. We hit our average views today, which is great. See how I'm full? It's like Fury did that off camera or something. There we go. All right, guys, got about a minute left, so I'll start this. We'll go ahead and say my goodbyes, and we'll get ready to wrap up episode number 25. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you right back here with another episode of the Backcountry 4X map tomorrow. And we're going to stop right on time this time, because last time I went over, We're going to finish this off camera, cut another 500 trees down. When we come back for you guys tomorrow, we will be on the little baby 3-acre field, get that done and dusted and ready to go. So on that note, guys, love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side.